Hello everyone, I'm Feynman. Today I'm hoping to learn about a fascinating new perspective on human intelligence. I've invited Aristotle to help explain these concepts to me, particularly this idea of a global brain.
I'm happy to be here, Feynman. I'm Aristotle, and I've been studying this guide that breaks down the global brain concept. It challenges the old view of intelligence being confined to specific brain spots, and instead proposes that intelligence is a property of the entire network of neural connections, the connectome.
That's a big shift. So the idea that there's one super region for intelligence is outdated? How do researchers understand intelligence now?
Exactly. The traditional localist view is being replaced by network neuroscience theory. This new perspective suggests intelligence, often referred to as G, isn't about individual gears in the brain, but about the efficiency and flexibility of the entire global network. They use joint structure function models to see how the brain's wiring and activity work together.
So, it's less about a powerful engine and more about how well the whole city of the brain communicates. That makes sense. What are the key components, or pillars, of this global intelligence?
The guide outlines 4 pillars. The first is distributed processing. This means complex reasoning isn't handled by one center, but by multiple interconnected networks working together simultaneously. Think of it as a team effort across the whole brain.
A team effort? I would have thought the frontal and parietal lobes were the main players. What does the research say about this?
While the frontoparietal network, FPN, is a strong predictor, studies show it's not the sole source. Networks like the auditory network and the default mode network also play significant roles. It highlights that intelligence is a global property involving broad coordination across sensory, motor, and executive systems.
That's surprising about the auditory network. So the interaction between these networks is more important than any single one. What's the second pillar?
The second pillar is weak ties. These are long-range, energy-efficient connections that act as bridges between different neural communities. They are weak in density, but span long distances, allowing for flexible communication without high metabolic cost.
Weak ties as flexible bridges. That sounds like a clever way to manage energy. So, strong connections are local, and weak connections are long distance. What's the benefit of that architecture?
Precisely. This architecture offers metabolic economy, as thin, weak links are cheaper to maintain than thick ones. More importantly, it provides high modifiability. These bridges can be easily changed by neural activity, allowing the brain to rapidly reconfigure itself for new problems. It's like a city with efficient highways connecting specialized neighborhoods.
That analogy really helps. It's about flexibility and efficiency. What's the third pillar?
The third pillar is modal control. This refers to control hubs, often in executive function areas, that act as orchestrators. When a complex task arises, these hubs steer the brain away from its default state into a specific, difficult-to-reach functional state needed for problem solving.
So, these hubs are like conductors, guiding the brain's orchestra. They monitor the current state, drive it towards a task-ready state, and coordinate the different networks. That's crucial for adapting to new challenges.
You've got it, Feynman. They ensure the brain can navigate a complex repertoire of states for adaptive decision-making. The fourth and final pillar is small-worldness.
Small-worldness. That sounds like a Goldilocks situation. Not too rigid, not too random. What does that mean for brain architecture?
Exactly. Small-worldness is a balance between segregation and integration. Segregation means nearby regions are tightly interconnected into specialized modules, facilitating focused processing. Integration means long-range shortcuts create short paths across the whole system, ensuring rapid global communication.
So it's about having both specialized neighborhoods and efficient highways connecting them. This prevents information from getting stuck locally and ensures the whole city can communicate quickly. If this is the blueprint for intelligence, What are the implications?
The guide emphasizes that intelligence is a property of the global connectome's topology, its efficiency, flexibility, and integration. This has massive implications for AI. Current AI is good at narrow tasks, but lacks the broad flexibility of the human brain. By mimicking the human connectome's balance of specialization and integration through flexible weak ties, engineers might develop more adaptable AI.
So, my intelligence isn't just in one part of my head, but in how my entire brain's network coordinates, uses flexible bridges, and has these master orchestrators, all within that balanced, small world architecture. That's a profound way to think about it.
It truly is. The guide concludes that our potential lies in our connectome's ability to coordinate a whole brain team to solve complex problems. Understanding these four pillars gives us a much clearer picture of what makes human intelligence so remarkable.